Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Today's video, I'm showing my meal planning process from start to finish, including a grocery haul for the week. I'm going to show you guys exactly how we plan out our meals to keep the grocery bill at a minimum every week. And then we've got some meal prepping to go along with it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like the video, please hit the like button down below and leave a comment, as it does help my channel tremendously. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start this video out with the meal planning. So whenever I meal plan, I take inventory of things we already have on hand that we need to use up. This creates zero waste and we're able to save money because we're not having to buy as much at the store. The first place I look is the fridge, since that has the food that will go bad before anything else. As I take inventory, I'm jotting down on a piece of paper what we have, so that whenever I sit down to meal plan, it's going to be easy for me just to look at the paper without having to keep looking and remembering what we have. Once I take inventory of the fridge, I will then go to the freezers and take a quick inventory there. I'll also run through the pantry and make note of anything that we're running low on and need to replenish. And if there's anything in there that I can use for our meals, I will write down as well. So now I have my list and I can now start planning out my meals. And I like to use an app called Favorite Eats. With this app, I'm able to put in the ingredients that I have on hand, and it's going to generate some recipes for me to make that calls for those ingredients. So right now I'm going down my list and I'm entering those ingredients in. And if you'll notice, at the top of each recipe, it's going to tell you what ingredients it calls for that's on your list. Once you find a recipe you'd like to make, you just tap and add it to your meal plan. And you can put whichever day you want to add it to. I also wanted to tell you guys that you can link your Pinterest to this app as well. So if you have any recipes that you've saved on Pinterest, you can add those to your meal plan in the app as well. So once you have your meals picked out, it's going to generate a shopping list for you of things that you need to grab from the store. So this app saves me a lot of time, as it just makes meal planning quick and easy and convenient. I've got a referral code down below that will give you guys 15% off of your annual subscription. You can connect with me on the app and we can see each other's meal plans and get lots of inspiration. So I hope to see you guys over there. Alright guys, so I spent just under $60 for the groceries this week. We mainly needed some produce and just other things for the kids to have. Got a gallon of whole milk. I have to buy this pretty much every single shopping trip now, just because the boys have it a lot with cereal and Ray is also drinking it more, so I got that. We got some Stoke cold brew coffee for me. I love this stuff. And then my favorite creamer, the Italian sweet cream. We got a bag of Gala apples, romaine lettuce, some grapes. All the kids like these. We also got some sweet peppers, and we got some blueberries. These are mainly for Ray, just because she's the only one who really likes them. And then some bananas, also some cuties. And then we got another dozen eggs. We needed some more yogurt. Kai likes strawberry, Kane likes vanilla, so I got one of each. But on the vanilla, I wanted to get this whole milk kind, because Ray does like yogurt too, and I'm trying to make sure that she's getting a lot of that good fat in her, because she is still kind of borderline with her weight, so we're having to watch that and just make sure she's getting a lot of that good fat. And then some of these chicken nuggets. These will be for the kids to have for a snack, and then so for Ray for her lunch. And then I needed some more dry shampoo, so I got this Batiste. And then the very last thing that I picked up is this scouring stick. Some people call them pumice stones. We're gonna go ahead and get started on this meal prep. I'm starting off with some waffles. I will make up about 3 or 4 and then break them down into fourths to store in the freezer. I'm using my favorite pancake mix from Sam's Club. It makes the perfect waffles, and I love it because all you have to do is add water. I mentioned this waffle maker in my last grocery haul, and several of you were asking for some feedback on it. It's a very easy waffle iron to use. It's easy to clean. We've been making grilled cheese sandwiches on it, and I'm actually wanting to venture out and try some other things on it. I've seen lots of really fun ideas over on TikTok. I picked this one up at Walmart. I was able to add it to my grocery pickup order, but I will have a link for it down below as well for you guys. And it is the Farberware brand. I'm storing these waffles into a gallon freezer bag, and then in the mornings we can break however many we want off and then reheat in the microwave or the air fryer. I like freezing them into smaller pieces like this because my kids can't ever eat an entire waffle anyways. So I like this because I can just break one or two off at the time, especially for my toddler. I like to give her one in the mornings with some fruit on the side, and that is her breakfast some days. Moving on to the cheese, I want to make some cheese sticks and then shred up the rest. I've always liked making my own cheese sticks. It's so much cheaper, so we just buy the big blocks of Colby Jack and then cut it up. It's the same stuff, it's just cheaper, and my kids love these.
I don't really need a new friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though, wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so
the last half of this cheese I'm cutting into bigger pieces because I'm going to shred it with the KitchenAid. I love this attachment so much. It's way too easy and fast to shred cheese with.
next to you, not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden or gold. You see, we'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am golden, I'm golden. You're not really looking for a friend, so at the top for me. Never thought that loving would be easy, but it's all for free. Won't cost a thing, so it's yours worth the try. Oh, this is the real thing. I'm down if you're down, boy. Get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you.
You could freeze this, but I'm going to put it back in the fridge since we have plans to use it in the week ahead.
Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to you, get next to you. Get next to me, get next to me. Feels like the two of us are golden or gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am gold.
The last thing I'm prepping today are some hard-boiled eggs, and then you guys will see an outfit change because it will be the next day. And then we're going to be baking some bread. We're going to wash all the produce for the week, and we're going to make 3 different kinds of overnight oats.
We'll do you good, cause I am gold. I'm golden. You only call me on the weekends.
I love to cook my eggs in the pressure cooker because they peel so easily, and it only takes about 5 minutes once they're up to pressure, and I don't have to babysit a pot on the stove. I actually turned this on and then went to get the kids from school, and when I got back they were all done with pressure release and everything. So that's always the nice part of owning a pressure cooker. So before I peel them, I'm gonna let them sit in some cold water for a few minutes. Some people do an ice water bath, but I just did cold water and it worked out fine.
He can do me better, he can do me better than you. Can love me better than you do, yeah. You can love me better than you. You only call me on the weekends when you're out and about. Tell me, do you really need me? I'm paid
Alright guys, we are now into day 2. I'm starting out with the bread. So let me tell you guys, it is so much cheaper and it's really not that difficult to make. The cheapest Walmart brand loaf is 88 cents in our area, and the quality really isn't that great. So we've started making our own, and it comes to about 40 cents per loaf. When we did the cost comparison, we do buy a loaf here and there, but for the most part we've been making our own. I'll leave the recipe that I'm following down below as well. The recipe I'm following called for 4 cups of bread flour, but I put in 3 and then held the 4th one to the side. We found that with this recipe, it doesn't always need the 4th cup, so what I'm doing is I'm adding it slowly in small amounts until my dough is no longer sticking to the sides of the bowl. And then I can start the kneading process. The kneading is done, so now it's time to start the rise. I'm lightly spraying the inside of the bowl and I'm rolling my dough ball around in it so that it doesn't stick to the bowl during the rise. I'm going to cover the bowl and set it in the oven. I'm not going to turn my oven on, but I am going to sit a bowl of boiling water in there with it. This creates a good environment for the bread to rise. Alright, while my bread is rising, I have lots of produce to wash and prep, so I'm placing all of it into a large bowl, and then we're going to do a water and vinegar soak. I've always used vinegar to wash my produce, and I've gotten questions before about it tasting like vinegar, and no, my produce has never tasted like vinegar. I just leave my produce in there for about 5 minutes, and then we can rinse it off.
Simple. Now all we do is turn nothing into rain, and I've been acting all insane. I feel you bringing out the worst inside of me. Oh na na, oh you're good with lies. Oh na na, wish I wasn't right. Whoa.
So the container that I'm storing these grapes in is called a Fridge Smart container. It has a 3-way venting system that regulates the airflow inside of the container according to which kind of produce you're storing. And it keeps the produce fresher longer. So we love ours for grapes, but you can use them for any kind of produce. You can find them at Tupperware. So if you're interested, I always have a Tupperware link below. So if you have toddlers, this little gadget right here is going to be your best friend. This will cut their grapes into 4s. So you just put the grape into the chamber there and then you push and it cuts the grapes into 4s. So there are the grapes, that's how they cut them, and that is what she is having for a snack. So yeah, while we were on the grapes, I wanted to go ahead and share this little gadget with you guys. It's been a game changer for me. It's so fast to cut up her grapes, but if you guys are interested, I will have it linked down below.
wait up, ain't got no time for that. I've stayed up, I was hoping that you would change your ways. Wake up, you blew your final chance. Make up, I'm trying, but I cannot be mad at you. I don't know how you got me weak. I should leave this to give. Your body's calling me for real. My love's like an enemy. Stay awake till the morning. I hate when you leave me. I hate when I'm lonely. Yeah, 'cause you must trust me. I can never do you wrong. I take a bullet for you. If I lose you, I would not know what to do. I'm falling for you hopelessly. Hold on, I think I'm losing it. Come on, I'm telling you, I think we should slow it down. Cold out when you turn your back on me. Feels like we've reached the point of no return now. I don't know how you got me weak. I should leave this to
So the bread is done with the first rise, so now I'm gonna deflate and split it into 2 separate loaves. You could bake it all together if you have a loaf pan that's big enough, but we only have 2 smaller ones, so we just do 2 loaves.
'cause you must trust me. I can never do you wrong. I take a bullet for you. If I lose you, I would not know what to do. I'm falling for you hopelessly. Remember the things that you told me. They got me moving forward. And all of the times that we disagreed just cut my respect deeper. I'm feeling that we are something really, oh, special when I look back on us. It's starting to sink in, don't want it to be misunderstood.
I got them into their pan, so now they're gonna rise for 20 minutes and then we can bake them off. The last bit of produce I want to wash is the lettuce. I love my salad spinner for this. I can wash it and dry it in a matter of minutes. And I always get questions about it, so I will have it linked down below. We like to keep lettuce for numerous things throughout the week, but it's a quick green vegetable to go with meals, and we're more likely to eat it if it's washed and cut up.
I take a bullet for you. If I lose you, I would not know what to do. I'm falling for you hopelessly.
Wait a second, I don't need you. Then why so settled? I miswithdrew.
My favorite way to store lettuce is in a gallon bag with paper towels. The paper towels wick away the moisture and keeps the lettuce fresh.
Wait a second, I wanna stay up late with my heart in your head. Maybe stay too.
Our bread is finally ready for the oven, so we're gonna pop that in and let it bake for about 30 minutes, and then we're gonna get started on making some overnight oats. But quick, cute baby break. She's walking all over the place now. She's been walking on and off since about 14 months, but she is 100% walking now. She was the latest out of all 3 of my babies to walk. Kai walked at 9 months, Kane walked at 10, and she walked at 14. So y'all let me know when your babies walk. I think it's so interesting to hear because all babies are different and they have their own pace at learning. So I'm going to make 3 different kinds of overnight oats. These will hold in the fridge for about 5 days, but they are better the sooner you eat them. I'm not really following any certain recipes, and that's the beauty of overnight oats. You can make them however you want. You can put whatever your heart desires. The flavors I'm making today are Chunky Monkey, Carrot Cake, and then I'm just going to make a basic one that we can add fruit to. I'm adding some chia seeds to each one. Chia seeds are really good for you, and you can't even tell they're there. In the Chunky Monkey, I just added chocolate chips, vanilla, cinnamon, and honey. You can use whatever sweetener you want. I just chose honey. And then for the carrot cake, I added raisins, yogurt, cinnamon, carrots, and honey. For the basic one, I just added honey and yogurt. And I also wanted to mention that the yogurt flavor I'm using in all of these is the vanilla.
When you're way too humble, might be overzealous, getting you in trouble. 'Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little limit. Might be a disaster, or just the best you've ever had. 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 'Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little limit. Might be a disaster, or just the best you've ever had. Boy, it's been a while since we talked, and my head's getting nervous.
So I'm gonna go the extra mile and label my jars so we know which one is which, but these will be ready as soon as 4 hours, and as I said earlier, they'll be good for up to 5 days. We've been enjoying these for breakfast and dessert, and they're so delicious. I'm not even an oatmeal fan, but I really like these a lot. All right, bread is ready to come out of the oven. It's smelling so good. So you want an internal temp of 190, and what I'm gonna do is go ahead and rub some butter over the top while they're still hot, and this is gonna give it a nice soft crust.
Tell me what's the hold up, baby. Tell me why your phone's off lately. I don't wanna go all crazy, but I think I'm losing it. Tell me where your heart is these days. Are you being honest with me? I don't wanna go this cray, but I think I'm losing it back.
I'm gonna put one in the cake dish for us to have, and then the other I'll place it into a gallon bag, and you could freeze, but we ate the first loaf up pretty quickly, so we didn't even bother freezing the second.
Staring at my phone too long, feel my eyes getting tired, and the battery is long gone. Oh no, there is something you're not telling me.
I cut into it a little later in the day, and I got a clip for you guys so you can see the inside of the bread. It's the best recipe ever. It's just like bread that you buy at the store, but better because it's fresh and home baked. And as I said earlier, I will have the recipe down below. I also got some clips of the overnight oats for you guys. This is the carrot cake, and then the basic oats that I just added some fresh strawberries to, but you can add whatever fruit that you want to add. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've shared any meal prep on my channel, and I've missed doing it, so I was feeling overdue for it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing